like how much of the brain do we really understand? And is it as big of a mystery for people like yourself who do understand?
We know what it's made of. We mostly we don't know what the things that are made of, how they work together to generate um, the most important functions of the brain. Um, I could go off on a long tangent, and maybe we have time later. I will, uh, but I think neuroscience, a lot of them think about the brain in ways that are not helpful for understanding it. We're kind of stuck in some ways. Not everyone. Uh, it's um, it's one of those things that we we do understand the parts. As I was saying, we can get an idea about how the parts change during different types of thought, sleep, wake, consciousness, unconsciousness. Um, a lot of that comes from things like functional MRI and monitoring the brain's activity, but we don't have a good idea about um, the real fundamental nature of things like memory and consciousness, the perception of consciousness, or if it's a thing that you can talk about as a real thing, and pretty much any idea that you can conceive of is then because it's an idea is something you can talk about. Um, Things like consciousness, sleep, wake, memory, even. We know a lot more about it in the last 15 years, but we still don't understand it. We don't understand entirely why people sleep and dream. There's a lot of good ideas about it, and there's things that we know it's doing, but we don't know for sure if that's
The
the
main reason why?
the main reason and the entirety of the purpose for it. Because sleep is a